Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be recreating the royal inspired makeup. That's why I'm wearing this dress, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. But the first product I used was the Milk Makeup Grip Eye Primer. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and put it on the eyelids. Then you're gonna take your finger and basically blend it in. And now you have to wait a couple minutes for it to dry. My eyeshadow palette, I did use the Jaclyn Hill palette, and out of all these shades I only used 3 shades to create the really pretty eye look. So the 3 shades I used is Jada, Diva, and Enchanted. Just in case you wanted to know, I will be using my e.l.f. brushes and one Morphe brush for the glitter. First shade I'll be using is Jada, and I'll be putting it into the crease. Eyeshadow palette is a very loose packed eyeshadow palette, I'm pretty sure, because there's a lot of fallout, so be careful about that. Usually when I pick up this eyeshadow palette, I have to kind of do a couple taps and have a napkin down on the table as well. The next shade I'm dipping into is the shade Enchanted, and it'll be going into the outer corners. I know that the eyeshadow looks crazy right now, but trust me, when it's blended, it's gonna look so much better. Now I'll be dipping into the shade Diva and putting it into the inner corners. When I was doing this makeup look initially, I was so worried that it was such dark colors and everyone would be like, ew, dark colors doesn't look good on younger people. Then everyone was like, oh my god, this looks gorgeous on you, and I was so excited because I thought it looked really pretty, and I was so worried that people would think, ew, no, it's such a dark color for you. But everyone liked it, so I'm glad. Now it's time to blend the eyeshadow, so I have my fluffy brush with a Jada on it. And basically you're just gonna apply some of Jada on there and mix it. Now let's move on to foundation. I always do 2 pumps of this foundation. As for the brush I use the Rem Beauty foundation brush. But I did put on a lot of product on this brush, so it does look a little bit streaky now. That's the thing with the foundation brushes, is if you put too much foundation on them, or if you use them too often, then it's gonna have too much product in it and it'll look a little streaky. If you do ever have streaky, foundation, all you really have to do is take a sponge and just, pat out the foundation and the streakiness is gone. Now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour. For this product, what I like to do is define the cheekbones, and I also like to define my forehead a little bit. I have this mini little sponge here that does the blending really nicely. Now it's time for blush. For blush, what I do is, of course, I put it on the back of my hand like I've always been saying, and I take my blush brush, put on some blush and then go on in. Let's say you overdid your blush like I did, just to show you. Just keep watching and I'll show you an easy fix. Now it's time for concealer. For concealer, where I apply is right here, down the nose, and right here. Plus, I only put 2 little dots under the eyes. And I use the Real Techniques 2-in-1 sponge to get the job done. Basically, I just use the sponge side and go ham all over my face where I put the concealer. Now, sometimes my blush ends up looking like this, so I just take the blush brush and blend it right here with the concealer and blush. Now it's time for setting powder. For setting powder, I like to use the Farha brush, and I just dip it in and just apply it onto the face really nicely. Now for my blush, I usually take the Farha brush, add some of the setting powder on, and blend it out with this. That's why my Farha brush is a little pink. Now I'm gonna add on highlighter. So for my nose and more precise areas, I use this Morphe brush. But then for my cheek area, I use this ColourPop brush. Now for setting spray, that day I did use the Rare Beauty one. Now I did add on some fake moles that day using this liquid liner. Pretty simple, you just want to make really small dots. Now it's time for mascara. I'm gonna add on lashes, so I'm not really worried about the top lashes. I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes. Now it's time for lashes. With lashes, it's pretty simple. Just hold it in your hand and apply some glue to the band. Now you just have to wait a minute or so for the glue to dry up a little bit. Okay, so applying a lash is a little difficult, especially for me because, just a newbie here. But, just apply it where you think is good, and then you can kind of move it around a little bit. Don't move it around too much because then the glue dries up and it's gonna stay there, or it's not gonna stick. Now it's time for the lip combo. When I was applying this lipstick that day, I realized, oh my god, it looks really light on me, because I tried this on during the winter time, I'm pretty sure, and it looked really nice, but now it's pretty light but it's still really pretty. And now I'm gonna add on some of the lip gloss on top. And this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye!